Başladı maç. Oğlum bunun çarkolu nerede?
Maçız çarkol yani kömür. Yaşa. Oğlum var, İngilizcemiz var.
Çarçol.
Çarçol.
Aa, Rus nerede lan?
Maç başladı.
Oğlum bak yok lan.
Hadi oğlum.
Harbi Rus niye yok?
Ya oğlum salak mısınız siz ya?
Evet.
Bize yayın versene.
Ya hemen veriyorum. 1080p açtı, bozar mı?
Sarhoşuz değil mi?
720'ye
Dörtler
indirdim. Abi Turko ölmüş. Ne oluyor? Kuti de ölmüş. Aslan da öldü. Pistol roundları izlemeyelim. Pistol roundları izlemeyelim. Bak Şizo. Bak sana halı aldım. Dubai'den. Bak.
Aa,
Gördün mü?
o nasıl hala abi peki?
Halı mousepad abi. Halı mousepad abi.
Ne almış?
Anladım. Anladım abi. Çok iyi abi. Eyvallah abi. Kaç aldın abi?
Kendi tecadüsü.
Ona göre okutalım olur.
Şey, bunun açılmışı vardı da. Neyse. Gerek yok mu? Geçen kırarım ben, elimle kırarım. Düşün bana.
Abi onu gerçekten ağzımla açmak iyi bir fikir miydi ya Ferit?
Bak.
I mean, now they're looking good, but it felt like for BBL especially, they were hoping that
Yes,
Kushner would be able to get something with that deep push into Nest. Sadly, wasn't able to do so. And once again, Giant just going to go back, having Rhyme play towards that B site. Again, get the toxic screen down to make sure BBL don't have full information to play with. While Giant slowly trying to make their way up towards A.
İzliyorsunuz mu?
İzliyoruz abi.
Şu an göremiyoruz.
Aşkım bir de çakmak ya. Ha hoş geldin.
Çıkışın maçına oturdum Ferit izleme.
Çakmak çakmak.
rounds, right? You know that you don't have a good chance of winning the round out, so try and find something cheeky, but it's slow and steady for the time being. Searching for that trademark, searching for a way to get around without being caught out.
Yeah, leads gets completely destroyed by Fatinho with the Marshall. So gonna be able to find their way onto site. A bit of a trade comes out, but still
Arkadaşlar kız arkadaşım zaten.
I mean, heck, we even look Brave still on the opposite side of the map.
Siz beni tabi bayağıdır görmediğiniz için.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you expect this to be very one-sided. There's not even armor on the side of BBL, so just looking for anything they can get. Kushner has a single bullet, and we've seen him do a lot with a single bullet before. Would need a miracle to actually win this round on the retake, as Fatinho goes out for the swing. That Marshall gets a third, or gets a fourth one as well. Just execute.
Bak şimdi Şizo.
Evet abi.
Siktir et maçı izle bak.
Siktir et.
Şöyle bir şey var bak, çarkol var. Golden çarkol. Magic çarkol. Bunu böyle
Yani
koyuyorsun.
sihirli büyülü
Aynen öyle
kömür.
bak, bunu böyle yakıyorsun.
Ne oluyor abi?
Bu böyle ısınıyor, tamam mı? Biraz üstünde gezdiriyorsun. Tamam. Üzerine hemen şeyi koyuyorsun.
Etlerimiz hazır.
Ne tamam amına koyayım? Ne oldu şimdi ona?
Bunu koyuyorsun.
Eriyor mu lan Golden?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Fatinho being the player on this team for such a long time, being the franchise of Giants, but Giants, generally speaking, have been in the tier 2 tournament.
Büyü yapıyor hakikaten şu an.
This year in 2023 is kind of going to be
Çok
the
güzel
opportunity
kokuyor
for
abi.
Fatinho to prove himself.
Dur, kritik round sadece. Olayı bu, anladın mı?
Coming through. So
Abi
Helal oğlum.
İzliyorduk amına koyayım, ne güzel ya.
O odadan çıkar da boğulma amına koyayım salona falan.
Yok yok kanka, o kapısı açık ya, sıkıntı yok.
From Brave, feels like the push is going to be hard, so we do see them rotating back around. But I like what BBL done
olabilecek
there.
en güzel şey almış.
Vallahi
B side, we can see Turco still hovering around mid, kind of leaning towards A, expecting for the rotation to come out from the side of Giants.
Yeah. And you can see Giants moving towards mid here.
Abicim ne camı ya? Arkadaşlar kamerayı nereye koyayım? Götüme mi sokayım kamerayı? Her zamanki yerine koydum işte. Spiker sesi kısamam. Spiker'i kısarsam oyun sesi de kısılır. Helal oğlum. Yok yapamazlar. Sıkıştılar sıkıştılar.
And Cloud getting 2 for
Helal
himself.
Kuti.
Nice.
Brave.
This is 3 now.
Brave,
It's
ilerle,
BBL
Brave.
with the man advantage.
O nasıl bir timing?
Dur, anladı.
Decent position. I don't know if they know he's
Güzel
here.
lan.
They definitely don't. As he finds
2v1.
Rhyme. And now Vitinho left all by himself.
Yeah,
İşi bilmez. Eko vurur anca.
Hadi oğlum gencolar.
Anca eko vurur. İşi bilmez.
Elit duydu. Elit duydu.
Elit'in o adamı vurmayı
Çok iyi
tutuyor
oğlum.
Ya oğlum hadi bakalım.
Yok
BBL
yok.
get
Güzel
there
takıyor
first on the board.
I mean, reading the push that Giants would go for towards
Yo,
that
iyi
B
ben-
side, we see Kushner
Şu an şey
pushing up
yapıyorum,
aggressively,
büyü
has a
yapıyorum
rendezvous, able to get the pick. And then that Poison Cloud able to do so much in denying the push.
Kötü
I
enerjiyi aldı
think
şu anda.
the mid-round adaptation coming out
Bu
from
Domino
Giants is pretty
Patron.
nice. It didn't
Abi ne
go
kadar
good
doğu
on
ya.
A like maybe BBL thought they could. Throw it on the
Abi
Poison
sana
Cloud.
ne?
to
Amına
make sure you
koydum.
get that
Çok merak
rotation off,
ettim.
but
Kaç para?
the
Haber mi
gun
yapacaksın?
difference BBL were
Şey
able to pull it out.
Instagram'a piç.
O zaman büyük ihtimal senin bir yıllık maaşı falandır ya.
Baran yakalıyorsun.
Those rounds where when you're
ihtimalle.
finally committing a bit of cash, you're finally the ones with an advantage after the first couple of rounds. It's tough if you don't manage to get that one for yourself. So now BBL would love to double that up, but it's rifles on both sides.
Once
Bu
again,
elde kafalarına
Giants
vurup
kind of going back towards that
bitirmemiz lazım.
slow
Hadi
play towards the 8th side. A lot more of a default is we will see Vitinho actually just make his way back towards the team, make sure no shenanigans are going on. But I mean, heck, it felt like that sway towards mid could have worked last time around had the guns been there, but actually just going to look towards B and BBL actually really expecting for a hit on A to come out from Giants. Going to be sorely disappointed.
Kuti.
Yeah.
Aman
It's
değil.
a slow round here, but
Rightly
Tamam, drone sesini duyduk.
O çocuk
2 tane rotate verdik.
Yürüyor. A'ya yürüyor.
BBL used to be the assistant coach.
O çocuk A'ya girdi yalnız. Alo.
Girdi A'ya.
Eyvah.
Adam geldi baba.
Eyvah.
Should know a lot of the basics that Giants are playing off, a lot of the fundamentals.
Eyvah, Sage döndü A'ya.
We see Giants actually
Çok
kind of
çabuk
faking
bıraktık ya.
BBL out. They throw up the toxic screen, but
Geliyorlar
instantly
A'ya.
all the other
Çok
members of
çabuk
Giants start
bıraktık
rotating
ya.
and making their way towards that A site, which, I mean, Hoodie's already been able to get onto, yeah. I mean, has control of screens right now. You can see Spike making its way up, so they're going to be able to guarantee this plant.
Yeah, completely selling the fake there. Very nicely done by Rhyme. And gets to move over. Doesn't even actually fight anyone. Quite often when you see someone really commit to a fake, they end up losing their life for it, but gets away scot-free.
And I mean, Giants even
Spiker
have
sesi
utility
kısamıyorum
for the post
arkadaşlar.
plant, right? We
Oyunun
saw
sesi de
Snake bite
kısılmış.
up for Rhyme. We have the shock bolts coming out for Cloud. Some utility was used by Brave to try and deny a push coming out onto B side, so it definitely feels like Giants having a little bit more to work with here.
Right, Elite looking for a headshot here.
Temiz fake yedik harbiden.
Covering that same angle as Elite moves into the site. See a silhouette. Tinio steps on up, finds one, jumps out, but taken
Nice
down.
oğlum, Elite.
Brave though answers alongside Elite. And now a shot from
Helal.
Elite once more. 2v2, 2v no.
Abi.
Ananı sikeyim.
Giants just clean up Hoodie with two.
Oğlum Ferit size ne oldu lan?
Great positioning by Hoodie to
Sesi
find
kısıldı
that.
birden ne oldu?
A lot of
Hakikaten bir şey
unexpected
oldu.
İçine
angles,
kaçtı
one
amına
that
koyayım.
BBL weren't prepared for. Vitinho able to find one, sure BBL
Ay,
were able to
kısmış.
trade, but
Kes sesini.
BBL not able to get what they wanted done. But still, it felt like this round came down to that early round play, right? Where they
Evet, hepsi aynı.
played towards A,
Hepsi küçük
BBL
sandviç.
read that, they make their way towards B, throw down
Bana
the toxic
sadece bir
screen,
tane
fake them out
içecek.
a little bit.
Hiç fark etmez,
Company's
ice falan da
full
olur.
control and information on A site.
Viper's wall comes out on towards that B site once again. Does seem to be the favoured wall at very least.
Oh.
Not a good start to the round for BBL as
yani.
head gets taken clean off by Vitinho.
And I mean, heck, for Giants now, man
Ulan az
advantage,
öncekiyle
they have the Viper spin
alaydık, çok
available,
güzel olacak
Resurrection
ya.
now online as well. Just having so many nice ults to work with, they're going to look for the
O
plant,
ok
but
nereye
BBL
gitti?
have been able to rotate in time.
And realistically, if they can help it, they don't want to use any ults this round. They've got the gun advantage as it is. They should hopefully just
Helal aslan.
Helal
win those
aslan.
duels.
Hadi lan aslan.
Nice oldu.
Tıklıyor herkes amına koyayım.
Turns it into a 3v3 using that Guardian. And these very long range
Aha.
fights like that,
Sarı arkası
Guardian
bir.
can be the optimum tool.
And we need to remember that he was the member stepping up yesterday. As Giants now able to find some kills of their own.
Olsun. Güzel.
Vitinho
Güzel
having a
adammış.
field day
Olsun.
here.
Restlerini de harcadılar.
Needs a rifle for Vitinho, just
Kanka şu
headhunting
eleman.
everyone.
Teşekkür ederim aşkım.
And I think it's really exciting to see Vitinho
Hangi
doing
eliyoruz
so
be?
well.
Vitinho ya anca eko vuruyor. Anca ona 2 gidiyor. 8 tane kili eko amına koyayım. Büyük ihtimal gaza geldi. Oynayacak. Oradan 30 vuracak.
Ben şu sandviçi ısırsam ayıp olur mu chat?
Sen niyesin değilsin? Ben biliyorum güzel de sakin.
Sıkacağım ya. Nefret ediyor ya. Hep bana bak.
At least for BBL, not only having guns this time around, but having 3 ults of their own to work with.
Bak bak.
Güzel ha.
Lan Burak!
Ananı sikim, bu kim lan? Bu kim kanka? Siktir verin, ne yapıyorsun lan?
Lan Burak lan ne yapıyorsun? Long time no see bro.
Uzun zaman oldu be abi. Tipimi deldirdim kulağıma.
Yakışır. Yakışır kardeşime. Göbeği ne zaman derdiriyorsun?
Kime? Maçız.
Viper's pick coming out. And we'll see if it's gonna achieve much.
Ya Ferit Dubai'ye gittikten sonra sandviç yemeye başlamış ama ne bırak.
Ne kadar pahalı biliyor musun
Çok mu harcadı
Dubai'ye?
acaba kanka?
Çok
mu harcadı acaba?
Harcamıştır kanka. Oğlum demin bir şey almış kanka, 10 bin dolar almış bir tane şey.
Ne almış?
Artık değil salak.
Mangal. Küçük bir tane mangal almış 10 bin dolar.
Kütsü almış kanka.
Still has an inkling that something's up with B's. Rhyme is just
Büyük feng shui oldu.
Rhyme is being real cheeky here, but Kushner knows that he's waiting on Snow.
Yapma ha.
Oh, I thought he was going to whiff that there.
Helal oğlum Kute.
Missed the first couple of bullets. It did look a little dangerous, but finds his man in the end. BBL with
Çok iyi, çok iyi savunma, çok iyi savunma.
But Giants here still trying to make their way.
And null command coming out, stopping something like a
çaresiz kaldılar.
Not going to get a recon bolt out, and Brave being able to find a
Vursanıza.
pick. It's going to hold the push coming
Aslan.
out.
Nice.
Helal olsun. Helal olsun. İyisin.
Bu.
Aferin.
Bu oğlum aferin. Bir adam kaybettik sadece.
Again,
Çok güzel savunma. Akıllı savunma. Aynen öyle.
BBL, I think quite an important round on the board there.
Yanlış olur. Şurada sana öyle soruyorum.
Giants were getting away with a lot of these rounds and getting quite a bit of momentum behind them.
Abi soruyu bir söyle böyle tutartalım abi ondan sonra sorarız.
Like I said, really intelligent.
100% right.
O da bir sorduk kanka demin.
Ne oldu kanka? O zaman yanlış değil. İyi ki soruyorum.
Also just really nice read coming out from Kushner. Kind of expecting, hey, there probably is someone lurking, playing out through that B site.
Intruder alert, there's League of Legends casters. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Much we are not League of Legends casters today.
Not anymore.
Spray comes out, just making sure no one cheekily playing out in Nest. But I kind of want to go back to that point on BBL, and especially Aslan coming out and showing up, because I mean, coming into this tournament, we thought, hey, we thought Brave Elite, these newer names coming in are going to be who we watch, but I'm going to pause on that as Lockdown actually coming out. Giants want to find a way on the site.
Don't blame them, as they're trying to make things happen here.
Abi bence onu değil de sağ alttaki sabotaj var ya ekstra.
Çabuk.
Doesn't get anyone obviously. The retreat came on through, but Giants now have control of the site. Spike not down just
Çok
yet.
kritik.
As Vitinho has made it up to the top of the site.
Eyvah o adam atlamasın. Nice. Çok iyi oğlum.
Çok güzel lan.
Ay. Gets involved in the action as well. Is Hoodie holding the angle here?
Çekin bu dua alır ki bunu.
Biri bundan.
The young players once again stepping up, but it's Hoodie to take a head off. Suddenly Brave finds himself alone, and Hoodie all over this round.
And Giants, I mean, throw down the lockdown. Hunter's Fury comes out. It kind of forces all the members of BBL up onto rafters in heaven, and then trying to find a way to get some picks on the site. They all jump down, and it funnels them into such an easy point for Giants to just start picking up these kills. Once again, BBL going to be playing really with no economy to work with. Still having some nice ults up, so at least things like the Tour de Force.
Arkadaşlar bu yayınları
babacım
YouTube'a atacağız zaten. Rahat olun ya. Ridik. Bunların hepsini maç YouTube'a atacak.
That's something that they have been doing incredibly well. Obviously last round not needing it since they did have so many key ultimates up to be able to force their way on the site. But with those down, it's definitely going to come down to those reads that BBL had once again.
5-2 ve Eko'yuz.
Yeah. And I just feel like a lot of the kind of teamwork from Giants is feeling pretty good, and understandably so, right? You've had Vitinho, who's been here for a while, but Hoodie rejoining this team.
Vitinho'ya ben bu el 4 kill yazdım. Ben başka bir şey bilmiyorum şu an.
But now rejoining this Giants
roster. Mı diyorsun kanka? Eko Cobra.
4 vurup duruyor gayet. 4
already.
Yok burası onların map. Giants'ın map'i.
Most of the players on this squad and how
bizim map diğer map Ascent.
Abi Vlad Giants'ı iyi tanır diye ben yorumum var bu kadar. Başka bir şey yorumum yok.
You know, Aslan picking up the Guardian. We saw what he was able to do that before. Will need to make a bit of magic happen if they want to be able to find something coming out, but still not going to count BBL out, as like you said. First match between two partnership teams.
Yeah.
It's incredibly exciting to see.
And I will say, I've been impressed by Aslan so far this tournament. You know, yesterday on the Rays, really having some great games for himself. Now on this KO, kind of stepping into this somewhat duelist role, you know, duelist flashes. But it feels like he was the highlight player yesterday for me, him and Kushner. And now, again today, he's at the top of the scoreboard.
Yeah, and we saw BBL trying to find some kind of aggressive peek down.
Oy!
Turco. Gonna do a nice job to pick up a kill on Vitinho, but
Var
still waiting around just
Herif
now.
attı galiba lan
Rhyme
böyle.
in tube. Gonna see if he can find a sneaky way up into kitchen. But
Güzel tuttu.
it
Helal
still
oğlum.
seems like this is all just a bit of a
Buraya
distraction
pref
coming out from
atmazsın ama
Giants,
ya.
trying to find a way onto the A site.
Turco gets another one.
Ha lan Turco.
İkinci de vurdu lan adam.
This is meant to be
O
a
bir de
Giants
kullan attı,
round.
onu da gördü. Daha ne yaptın lan Turco?
But Turco just puts a nail in it.
And now full information coming out for BBL.
Bilik atar mı?
Aslan having 0 point up, able to spot out where the members of Giants are. And
Pink
now
var,
able
pink.
to heavily lean pretty much their whole squad over towards A.
Yeah, very comfortable.
Tamam, Giants çaresiz gene.
They know that they are not getting this A site anytime
Dilen
soon.
bakalım.
So trying to move through mid. Elite wants to spot it. It's going to be the recon bolt to try and spot a player out, shot down immediately.
Giants still were at least able to
Oh,
get one utility
aferin
out
Elit,
from
aferin
the side
Elit.
of BBL. Hunter Fury though gonna come
İyi
out.
ulti lan. Vur lan
Just
Turco.
denied the rotation as well.
Sıklanır.
Only 15 seconds
Çok
on the
filik
clock.
attı.
Yeah. 14
10
seconds.
saniye.
We'll see if they can get this spike down. Need to do it now or never. You see Nuki just legging it on
Helal
over, but
Kuti.
Elite is
Buraya
waiting to
kurdurtma
try
oğlum.
and deny this one. But Nuki done it in a hit.
Bu kadar,
No!
tertemiz.
Headshot just in time and everybody goes down.
In the thrifty round coming out for BBL, a lot of
Çok
that
güzel.
on the back of
Güzel.
Turco, finding those
Eko
first few
bonustuk
picks
ha.
around mid. And then again, just the swarm of utility coming out from
Turco'ya yazar.
BBL. They're able to spot out the 3 members with the 0 point, start lobbing out things like the fragments and the shock bolts, not letting them get on sites. Like you said, Hunter's Fury trying to deny the
Loba
rotation,
yazar
not
abi.
really having the time to play with, and BBL able to turn that thrifty into a win.
And it's like you say, because I think a lot of credit obviously goes to Turco just finding 2 picks in mid, like very
Yok,
good
koparttın
mechanical
Kaan.
play from him there. But like you say, the intelligence to then turn that into a solid win, not do anything too crazy, not go for just random duels, playing as a team and using that utility effectively.
This time around though, BBL
Yine
did
A
play
giriş.
coming out
Yiyecekler
from these
dümdüz, değil mi?
Giants actually go for a fast push.
Bazı
onto
giriş
A.
yaptılar.
Yanlara baksana Ferhat.
Already making their way a little bit into
Onlar
sight.
saldırıyor.
Wall should be able to come out soon if Giants want to commit to it.
Ay vursaydı var ya söverdim çocuğa. Ferhat.
Doesn't get the player down. Spike down already. 5v5. I think for the first time this game where the spike is down and it's a full 5-man retake.
Oy!
Ay helal lan.
Finds a great
Vur oğlum lan.
Yandı.
as well, but Giants answer with 2 of their own.
Sağda lan.
Oğlum lan nasıl?
Alone in the world.
Kanka ne
As a
oldu?
Guardian.
Yıkıldık
We've
amına
seen what he
koyayım
can do with
ya.
Guardian in previous rounds. Slightly wide on the headshot though. And suddenly getting collapsed upon by the entire
iyisin,
Giants
vurursun oğlum
squad.
onu.
He's running out of time.
Ya kanka.
Ryan gets him with the stinger.
Verdiğimiz yere bak kanka.
Verdiğimiz yere bak ya.
Again with a lesser buy.
Kanka savunma yapmadık ki Fero. Bombayı saldık amına koyayım. Adamlar karşı tabii.
Able to do so much in that round, and heck, they were pretty much given sight for free, right? BBL heavily leaning on towards B.
Ya kutudaki adamı vurmadık ya.
Coming out, they guarantee that no one's there. Deep push in, get the barrier up, and it just opens up for the plant to come out. So now we're gonna come back. Both
Bana
teams
ne
this time
yazıyor bu
around
ya?
are gonna have guns, and both chambers gonna have ops in hand. And I'm very interested to see. With especially both of them maybe leaning towards different sites, it looks like, yep, Fitino is going to make his way towards B long and see if he can find something.
Oğlum Hudi'ye bak lan.
The recon dart
İbrahim
won't
Tatlıses'in bir
find
tane
anyone
fotoğrafı vardı ya, onun gibi
lying
ekmeği
around
sürüyor
pipes
böyle
there.
yandan.
And this chance can move forward.
And now, I mean, and for BBL as well, right? Throw down the barrier on B, make sure no aggressive push can come through, and it allows those 2 members to rotate towards mid and have more members ready and prepped if Giants do look to go.
Vurdun oğlum. Hadi oğlum.
Safe A is the call. Very slow start to the round. And I can understand that because it does feel
Oyun
like
içi
Giants
konuşmalar
have been
gelecek.
struggling a little bit to keep that momentum going that they had earlier. Feels like BBL have kind of come back into the game the
Aldık
last
be.
couple of rounds. Resurrection online as well. Available, the only ultimate in the game. But Aslan, just a single point away.
Aslan.
And, I mean, now Giants have waited out that Sage Wall. I mean, they had the Poison Cloud up in mid denying information there. No one was really pushed too far into A to give any info there. So BBL not having not a lot to work with until the 0 point came out. So now knowing some members of Giants are
Aferin
leaning
Kuti.
towards B.
Güzel enteri. Çok güzel enteri.
Able to pick up
Sağdakini
Cody
öldürdük
as he
hem de.
was just trying to lurk through A. And now, heck, all the members of BBL able to start rotating over towards B.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yapma.
İyi lan burayı be.
Right, Elite, nicely done there.
Anti-trade.
4v3, Spike gonna go down. This should be a good setup for Giants here.
Nesi var ya?
BBL need to all group up, work as a team here to make their way in, because Coutinho certainly can
Çok
do
güzel.
work.
Nice.
No, he can't, because Kushner, the better offer here, the better chamber, takes out his marked man. Elite
Ay.
going for the resurrection, but it's immediately taken out by Cloud.
Çok güzel Elit.
Taken out himself.
2v1.
Yeah, not even needing anything. Like, I mean, Turco even still
Bir şey bilmez, bir şey bilmez.
Bolt's not needing the utility to come out.
Eyvah.
İşi bilmez.
Yapma!
İşi bilmez be kanka.
Tam 4'e bastı adam pikledi ya. Ya bu elleri çok ararız ama. Çok kötü oldu bu eli vermemiz.
Plays pretty much solo retake once those picks are given over and able to win out on the duels. Sad to see for BBL, but Giants 7-3 so far. And
Ulan Kuti nasıl vuramadı onu
they were
ya?
able to pick up a win yesterday, but again coming in with I'd say such a good test against a team like BBL and having such a commanding start. Great to see. And heck,
burası Giants'ın map'i arkadaşlar, ICEBOX. Bizim map Ascent bundan sonra.
Once we do swap sides and they're already finding such a nice lead.
Certainly are. Once again,
Hadi bir eko çaldık ya. Gene.
Towards the A site, but look at the information that BBL have been able to gain, right? You see two players moving up past B to make sure that they know nobody's coming that way.
Yeah, and I mean, BBL not really having any guns to work with, do have the null command online. If they were able to win out on any duels, maybe get some guns and try to stall out on any of these pushes, but Giants still playing slow towards A. Looks like BBL maybe even just committing to like, hey, we might potentially just have to go for a retake, playing pretty far back up in rafters. But Giants,
hepsinin infosunu aldık neredeyse.
Not committing on the site just yet. Info still there for BBL that players are here though.
Yeah, 45 seconds on the clock. They've got to start to make a move. You can see them inching forwards here. 3 players on towards this A side from BBL. I'm curious if they're going to try and hard defend this or just back away and go for the 5v5 retake. This Aslan moving forwards here, using the Sheriff. A couple of big headshots and a couple of rifles picked up could change the round, but Giants get that spike down.
Oh, and Fatinho gonna find a nice one with the op. For BBL, gonna be incredibly hard, but I mean, even if you could find one pick with them on this buy, that would be worth.
Yeah.
Or lack of buy.
Well, yeah. See if you can just find a player.
Enti. Enti. Yapacak pek bir şey yok buna.
Son
round'u almamız lazım.
Not too often that you see that, but nice.
Ultalamışlar iyiydi ya.
Anti-ego taking that one.
8-4 yaptık, ilk el aldık, 8-6 yaptık, 8-6'dan sonra bonus round'ı bir şekilde aldık, 8-7 oldu, adamlar bir gitti, bir el aldı, 9-7, 9-7, 9-9 yaptık, oradan ona 9 yaptıktan sonra artık
Because if you look at the ultimates online, right? Lockdown, we saw they pretty much used that one immediately last time around. They even had Cloud just queue up the Hunter's Fury as well, push them off a site. And this time around, you're not only pushing them off a site because you have Viper's Pit. So
olur. Chat, bir enerji.
And it should be incredibly hard for BBL.
Bir moral destek BBL.
Any type of retake, but at least this time around, once again, having guns online and null command still there for Aslan. And here we go. Giants making their way towards that B site.
Yeah, Brave's got his work cut out for him, trying to solo defend for the time being. The rest of the team moving on over. Aslan's there. Let's try and give him some support.
Aslan da orada da. Ulti açsam mı Aslan ya?
But the spike not actually down just yet. They can't quite get into that situation as the Hunter's Fury blasts on through.
Çok güzel Aslan, bravo oğlum. Yakın geldi biri, yakın geldi biri. Buraya. Aç ultiyi oğlum.
Before half time. Your command comes out. Is it going to be enough?
Çok güzel Brave.
Çok güzel Brave ya.
Just spamming that one down now, though. He's going to walk into the waiting arms of Fatinho.
Fatinho nerede?
Knows exactly where they're going to come from, but has to back away. The slow put into play.
Slow var orada. Çok güzel oğlum.
Nice.
Nice Aslan, çok güzel trade. Son adam, son adam. Duydun.
Bir şey bilmez.
Tertemiz oyun, hadi. Hadi oğlum, siz daha iyisiniz, hadi. 8-4.
Kijo'yu vurması çok iyi oldu bu arada.
Kijo'nun ultisi mi vardı? Burak?
Attım ama hatırlamıyorum onu, ama vardı ultisi.
But kind of peeking out one by one, BBL playing as a team, able to find some of those kills. And again, for Giants still feeling pretty solid about the scoreline, but BBL
abi şu eli nasıl veririz ya?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is the
bu el de aynı şekilde. Saçma eller verdik. Oyunun hakkı 8-4 değildi, 6-6 falandı yani. Gayet rahat olabilirdi.
Showing it off in that moment today, but actually, you know, that 4K represents almost all of his kills in the entire map. Like, great star moment play, but the desk was talking about it earlier. Nuki being on this Sage doesn't really feel like that star role for him.
No, I mean, heck, even right before this game started, Kukuka was showing us highlights of him on the Rays.
A'yı bayağı boş bırakmışlar yalnız.
But still, I mean, Giants able to make it work.
Hızlıca.
Aynen öyle. Now, BBL going to be the ones to look for an aggressive push towards A. Giants were expecting a B hit to come out, so we're gonna see what Hoodie and Fatinho are able to do, but I like it. They back off and not playing too aggressively. They're waiting for reinforcements to come in.
And this is that big boss life patented aggression that we saw yesterday as well in their series against 10 Star when they're on the attacking side. They like to go in fast.
Aslanın ölmesi hoş olmadı.
They like to take control of the site. Hoodie with the first kill onto Aslan.
Eyvah, arkada öldü.
As well, and suddenly this round starts to fall apart for BBL. Kushner has been a star player for this roster.
Çok güzel Kuti, bu bir. Hadi oğlum.
Looking for more as well. There's second player, but Fatinho finds him and Hoodie chimes in as well. Turco gets taken down and Hoodie gets...
Stol vermeyelim artık!
Good patience coming out from Giants. I mean, they back off, they wait for the reinforcements to come through, play the retake as a team, and find the opening pick to guarantee that they get on site. Now, going to be able to go in with a solid 9-3 Hoodie. Been looking incredibly good so far, and that was...
Bir tane pistol aldığımızı görmedim daha.
Another question mark, Hoodie coming in, jumping onto... The Killjoy here. We did see him play the Killjoy, you know, yesterday against Galatasaray.
Ya bu çok kritik bir pistoldü ama ya.
They pretty much just destroyed, especially on Bind 13-1. Bit of a closer map in game 2, but great to see him still keeping form.
And you know, that Bind, like you said, 13-1 against Galatasaray. It feels like this ICEBOX looking towards a similar scoreline, but this is the map pick for Giants, so you would hope that they can have a fantastic
forslamamışız. Forslayabilirdik aslında, bomba da kurduk.
Obviously this one's not quite over yet, but you know, with the pistol going the way of Giants, probably this round, maybe even a third, that would be devastating.
And I mean, when you're looking at BBL and them hoping to get anything right, when you have no
Viper'ı sokmuş üstü be. Brave.
With this headhunter, only 3 bullets, but for Giants, not too concerned. They feel pretty solid about.
Kırsın trebi, hiç olmazsa biri döner A'dan oraya. Öyle gireriz A'ya.
Look at the minimap.
Orada tarı trap mi var?
Evet.
Braves going up towards kitchen, not wanting to fully commit in, knowing typically, you know, that is where
Taret geçişe bakıyor galiba. Baltı.
I love that Brave really lives up to his name each round. I feel like quite often we see Brave going on these super deep flanks, like sneaking up mid.
Aha.
Chamber'ı biliyoruz.
Nice little hit there by Fatinho. Did manage to
ama rotate
tag out.
Aldılar ki.
He's gonna force healing orb out from Elite, but now
yakalayamadı ya.
But doesn't go down. Aslan finds one of
Aslan Fatinho'yu vurmuş.
Execution has already fallen. Spike will be planted here as Aslan looking for.
Hadi lan, nice.
Nice.
6 can. Heal var mı heal?
But manages to make it happen, waiting for that heal to come back online from Nuki. It's 3v3 now. This is a bit of a closer round than
Hoodie'nin de canı az.
Giants really would have liked.
Hadi lan Aslan, bir kill daha lan.
3v3. Sure, Aslan's tagged incredibly low, but you've already taken 2 members down and hurt them by a little bit. Still, with the other members of Giants here, they should be able to get it as Ryan finds another one.
Enti lan, bomba kurduk, 2 kill aldık.
10-4, the round they were expected to win, and now to see BBL
harbi winnable'dı ya.
Now they will have some rifles, but I mean, for BBL, it definitely feels like they've been a bit more aggressive on this attack side. Like this was a bit of a slow round.
Burası Giants'ın map'i arkadaşlar. Giants ICEBOX seçti. Biz Ascent seçtik. İkinci map Ascent. Bizim map'imiz.
When we saw what they did in round 1, and I mean even yesterday how aggressive BBL was playing, and just overall typically how aggressive the Turkish teams in general are willing to play.
Yeah, definitely. You know, like, still managed to get a couple of picks there, but it felt like the cavalry arrived towards the end of that round, right? You get the rifles.
Üçüncü map neydi ya? Decider.
It's a tough one to finish the round off. But now Giants, like you say, 10 rounds on the board. But it's rifles against rifles here. Cloud the only one without that heavy weaponry in his arsenal.
I mean, look.
Ne oluyor? B push gelmiş.
I mean, they're pretty much giving up A once again. 3 members pushing down B along, looking for the flank. They have the alarm bot in mid to make sure that no cheekiness is coming out through there.
Trap buna mı kaç oldu?
Ay trap de çok şeydi. Eyvah. Abi çok çabuk gelecekler. Eyvah abi çok çabuk
geldiler. Arkaya dönmesi lazım ya bir tane. Kutu bakın arkaya.
Abi arka bakın artık lütfen.
Oğlum arkaya bakın ne olur lan.
Kafayı yersin kanka ya. Kafayı yersin kanka ya. Of.
Right, the flank coming out, poison cloud thrown over that. Nano swarm on A side, able to buy time. Shock bolts were coming out from cloud as well. It pretty much gave time for the rest of the members of Giants to be at A as that plant was coming out. And even people like Kushner, sure he found a pick, but then had to use.
Yani ayıkmamız lazımdı aslında. Site o kadar boş, o kadar rahat girdik kurduk.
Bir tek kill joystick'ini
arka yani bu trebe bu kadar da güvenmeyin baba.
Clean, comfortable around there, and smart, intelligent play. Like we mentioned, you know, Pipson rejoining as the coach. I'm the IGL. Really good call on the deep three-man flank, smoking out onto the trademark.
Yeah, Pipson rejoining as a coach.
Kemal yok, gelemiyor arkadaşlar. Kemal hastalanmış.
Of Giants, so a lot of history here is once again. I mean, actually, this time around, BBL, they haven't really angled up for a pick towards B a lot. Once again, gonna be on Kushner.
Trap destroyed.
Feels like that's often the story, right? A lot rest.
Nice aslan, aferin oğlum.
Aferin. Start the round off. This should be pretty much a spike down at this point. Kushner pushes on up. Just behind him using that.
Çok güzel kuti. Dikkat şeyde kardan adam, kardan adam. Eyvah. Eyvah.
Finding the wall bang onto
Oğlum o adamı vurdun, çık işte direkt ya.
Elite. Finding Nuki in the end. Does mean BBL should have this round in theory.
Hoodie vurmak isteyecek. Çıkacak.
I mean, Hoodie was one of the standouts.
Ne?
Bana koyayım ya.
Ne?
Destroys Brave.
O kimmiş kanka?
Unbelievable. Just spins on a pivot.
Fırlattı mouse kafasına doğru çocuğun.
Maybe it's doable. Prime and Hoodie got to make it happen. The lockdown, as you say, coming on in. There's the molly onto the spike.
Çok güzel lan Elite, aferin. Çok önemli kill'di.
2v1 Ryan's
Yapma.
make something happen. There we go. Another one. 1v1 now against Turco. Viper's pick comes on through. Is he just going to go for the defuse?
Yapma oğlum.
It's going to be the traces to find the player. And Ryan
Yapma lan Turco.
No time.
I don't think he does.
Patladı mı? Nice.
Able to take down all the members of BBL, gonna put them in a little bit of a difficult
Oğlum adam
economic
müthiş flick attı lan.
But still, that would
Çok iyi oynadı ya.
Replay var mı ya, replay?
Killjoy inanılmaz bir flick ya.
Had they been able to find that second pick for free, and Hoodie didn't go down, it feels like that
Verirler
would have been
şimdi
a guaranteed defuse.
Fair effort from Ryan, but you know, well played by Turco to play it slow, like spray out at the spike so that the defuse couldn't come on through. And then just buy as much time as physically possible at the end of the round there. 5 on the board for BBL. They've got a long way to go if they want to win this map, but Giants seemingly struggling to finish these rounds off.
Yeah, and I mean, Hack, even BBL, at least still able to pick up guns, even if they are just sitting on light shields. And once again, having the nil command, having a resurrection online as well, if you can send someone in to look for a bit of an aggressive pick. But a lot of utility used by Giants to deny any pushes coming from mid. We've kind of seen the setup a few times for them, right? With the alarm bot to make sure no one gets through. But it does set up for them to potentially angle towards kitchen.
I saw the silhouette moving out there. I thought it was about to step out.
Adamların komp savunma ya direkt.
Aha, taret disable.
Kitchen.
Çok güzel taktik, çok güzel taktik.
Finds Cloud to start the round off. And she's just going to dip from the play entirely because we're open towards B.
Eyvah, geldi, Hoodie geldi. Bak Hoodie bozdu orayı. Brave'i vurdu.
Actually able to find Brave on the back end. Plant still will come out for BBL. Fitinho with an op on the
Hayır,
outside.
pikleme sakın.
Tour de force.
Yeah,
arkadan gelmiyor.
Needs to have a big round here. If Giants want to get this retaken, it feels like retaking B has been the struggle for Giants across the course of this game so far. Tour de force on the other side. Who's just going to spray through the wall and now.
Yapma Kuti.
Hoodie trading on two.
Oh Turco. Bana da headshot. Aslan. 1v1.
Canlar bir.
Öldü.
Abi. Öl.
Nice oğlum. Bravo. Aferin. Aferin bu. Hadi.
Oğlum Fitinho'da kafaya yedi bir tane ya orada.
11-6 gene öldük hepimiz zaman okuyun. Para nasıl yetecek bilmiyorum.
Round'u kazanıp borca girdik.
Harbiden ya. Bulldoglarla oynuyoruz. Bir şey söyleyeyim, onlarda da para kalmadı.
Instantly gets brought down, gives BBL a bit of a numbers advantage, and allows for the plant to come through. Giants almost did bring it back though, so incredibly close. Still save the op.
I love that at the end of the round there as well. Turco goes, you know what? I'm not taking the aim duel against Videoyu right now. I'm just going to jump
Benim
out,
operatörü var
shoot the
kanka.
sparks at the
Kiralması
spike.
da.
All I need to do is deny that defuse, like you said.
Agro.
They come back from Giants in that
Güzel,
round.
gördük 3 agroyu.
Gördük 3'ünü gördük.
Tamam bak çok güzel infomuz var.
But it is a full stack
Kurun abi
here.
şimdi oyunu.
This is not a slow round from BBL.
Aynen öyle.
As they look to try and move
Her şeyin
in.
Oradan
farkındayız.
2 kilin var be oğlum senin.
Giants.
Ne yapıyor?
Oh,
Kuti
well,
ne yapıyor?
Cloud. It's a good start. Aslan gets one. Cloud gets a
Kanka vurun
second,
şunları.
but runs out of bullets.
Vurun onları da vur. Ay amına koyacağım ama ha.
Onlar pikleyen bir kill alıyor. Alo.
Baba.
Now being up 3-2.
Oh, Hoodie gets another one. Sheriffs are not meant to be equal to rifles. This isn't meant to be how the round goes.
Bu ne kanka?
But it doesn't matter what it's meant to be. All that matters is what happens, and Giants get a 12th on the board.
Takır tukur vurdular ha.
Niye double pick almıyoruz, tek tek çıkıyoruz ya? Her pikleyen bir adam öldürdü ama.
Ya Kuti ilk başta Heaven'a çıkıp nasıl soluna bakmaz ya? Herhalde Aslan bakıyor mu sandı oraya?
I mean, Giants did just show us what was possible.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe we don't count them out, but also
Para da yok.
the ultimates across the board.
I mean, it's not just about the rifles, right? You got 3 ults on, plus Hoodie a single point away. So it feels like, you know, if Giants can't win this round, it will be something insane, something absolutely ridiculous. Tenio on the defense as Hoodie finds the first pick onto Kushner, and not a bad little start to the round for
Boş bir
the
ulti.
player on KO here.
Tamam silahımız var.
So consistently the start for BBL.
Yeah, and we saw Cloud trying to deny the push onto B with the Hunter's
Güzel
Fury, but
ulti
still
de.
going to be able to come out.
Winnable ya bu el.
Winnable. Barriers up, so they're going to be able to play.
Aslanın bu şeyi
Aslan
önemli.
tıkladın
Still
oğlum
have
onu.
one shock bolt left, even having the snake bite to play with as well.
Yeah, Resurrection onto Coutinho.
Yüzeylikleri var ya.
Nice lan Aslan.
Nice oldu.
Oh! Onu da vurdun. Nice koçum.
Güzel.
Cloud moving forwards needs to find
Turko'nun
some
ulti
doors.
atıyor Turko.
There's one
Alabilecek mi?
headshot, 6 bullets left, but he finds another anyway. Jumping forwards with the classic as Cloud desperate to win this round. Surely this can't happen again. The ghost through the smoke, through the
Nice! Brave!
Helal
Helal lan sana. Hadi oğlum. Hadi oğlum.
Çok iyiydi oğlum.
Ölüyordum bu arada, nefes aldım.
Çok iyiydi.
Timeout aldırır. Timeout aldırır.
B-side, they're against BBL, right? When you go
Abi sen vuracaksın abi.
That's what's happening here.
Aslan'a böyle diyordum.
Was created by Brave, you ruined, but still, BBL 7-12. Both these teams just looking so comfortable when they're on eco.
Aslan'a bak 16 bırakmış.
This time around for BBL, still gonna be sitting on some of these rifles. I mean,
Ölmedik daha ölmedik. Yaşıyoruz. Chat sıkıntı yok. Maç daha bitmedi.
But when we've seen Brave make hero plays on B, Turco as well. It just feels
Paraları gene yok.
if BBL can get onto that side, they can just do no wrong.
Seems to be the case. Giants, I mean, an incredible attacking half. Remember, they finished at half time with 8 points on the board already. The second half, still actually going the way of Giants. Right? At half time it was 8-4, so it's 4-3 in the second half.
Kalp krizi geçirmeden bir gün geçirmek bize fazla geldi. Fabrika ayarlarına döndük. Doğru. Oğlum çok iyiydi. Çok iyiydi.
Yeah, Giants. I mean, they were able to find the picks to get in, but now we're gonna see BBL if they can turn this into an 8th. Luckily, this time around, only one member of Giants has a sheriff, so they don't have to worry about the cheekiness that we did see earlier on. It seems like BBL feeling comfortable after the success that they've had on B. You're gonna want to look for it again, but Coutinho.
Ya Coutinho ne kanka, futbolcu ismi gibi amına koyayım.
He just can't be stopped, can he? You know, you said there's only one sheriff, but there's also a headhunter. Coutinho knows how to use it. But BBL sticks to their guns here. Staying on towards this B side, playing off the yellow as he steps out for elite. Did spot the player, but
çok güzel elit.
taken down by the rifle in the end. BBL now blasting onto this side, but not being confident to just charge on him for the time being.
No, and heck, even BBL having a heavy stack towards the side. We've already seen shock bolts coming out to deny entry on through as well. But still, BBL having guns, gonna hope they can find some of these long-range duels of Giants. If they did make mistakes, and
aynen öyle. Güzel olmuş orada.
But BBL still gonna just play it slow, try and get some info with the 0 point.
Çok güzel, çok
Giants
güzel.
actually maybe thinking of mistakes coming through.
BBL gonna go for the spike down.
Tertemiz oğlum, tertemiz.
For this retake, 4 players in play for both sides. It's a slight weaponry advantage. Oh, I say slight. It's pretty heavy weaponry advantage on the side of BBL.
And not really any utility coming out for either side anymore either, right? So it's really just going to come down to the stun difference. And unless Giants can just, you know, point and click heads like they were doing earlier. But it feels like BBL in a good spot to convert this one. And again, they were a team that did have a really good performance yesterday.
O ne?
Put up a good fight is Hoodie.
Well, he said they need to find heads. Hoodie and Ryan both doing that. Brave trying to answer Turco.
Çok güzel Turco, bravo oğlum.
And the spray down comes on through.
Burada
BBL.
bütün maç Bulldog oynadı.
Abi bir tane amına koyayım, adam full bulldog oynadı.
Somehow make it into overtime.
And honestly, nice to see, right? Because,
Değiştirmeyecek de.
Again, me and you
Devam.
stepping into a new space. BBL being one of the teams that heading into
Turco light alırsın, kutuya atarsın.
People have been a little bit less excited about.
Veya
And the
Brave.
fact that they're able to put up against a solid showing yesterday, now coming in against another partner team like Giants and still bringing it to them. Very hopeful.
Sami nerede harbiden?
BBL, like their score lines are relatively close.
Kardeşim sen gelmeden 5 dakika önce bir.
Tabii ben gelirim çıkar ya.
Doesn't feel like it's just a one man
Öyle götü kalktı abi.
Öyle. Abi BBL maçı falan da izlemez.
Can step up when the moment is right. Over towards the A site here.
Ya bu Fitinho gene burada. Amına koyayım. Abi E attı.
I mean, with no command coming out, immediately gonna have to use that
Gördü.
rendezvous to get away.
Gördü.
Finds the pick.
Ultisi vardı.
Good little shot from Fitinho.
Should be able to revive him though.
Can't use the rendezvous obviously because it's suppressed. Turco, like you
Nasıl
say,
kaldıracağız?
get that revive. It's a good little pick to start it.
Koruyun çocuğu baba.
Çok güzel, çok güzel killer. Hemen aslanı kaldırın, aslanı kaldırın.
Dokun aslana.
Elit aslanı kaldırın.
Trying to move on forwards with Nuki and Fitinho answering in. This could be the end of the game unless Kushner and Brave have something magic up their sleeves. To make their way in, they need to find a headshot. Kushner has been the man to do it for this squad quite often. Taking those dry peaks and just winning out the aim duel. Looks for one, goes wide.
Çözemedi.
And it will be Giants.
Çözdü.
Güzel.
Güzel mi lan?
Çözer abi tabii.
Yo yo ben çözemedi derken çözen adam vurdu ya aslan ona çözemedi.
Sokum ya.